India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has held a meeting to review the post-cyclone situation, especially in relation to states of the Northeast. Prime Minister is holding 7 meetings. This is on June 2, and these meetings, they are being held on a wide range of issues. The Prime Minister will review the heat wave situation in the country. The Prime Minister is also holding a meeting to review the preparations to celebrate World Environment Day, and this is so that the message can go across. And the Prime Minister will also hold a long brainstorming session to review an agenda for a 100 days program. And DD India correspondent Arun Sharma is joining us on the phone line with more on these stories. Arun, what are the outcomes of these review meetings?
Well, in a series of meetings, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to chair 7 important meetings today from a wide range of topics. And of course, as of now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has held the meeting related to Cyclone Remal and the impact of Cyclone Remal, and he has reviewed this entire meeting. Well, often we have seen that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's focus has been clear on the fact that how can the rescue operation, the relief operation primarily can be ensured to the people who are living in the shelters. How can, number 2, how can primarily there be a state and center coordination as far as these relief operations are concerned? We already know this fact, Mark, that the SDRF teams, NDRF team are already deployed there. The local administration is ensuring that how can, people can be provided with the shelter in the northeastern part of India. And also yesterday, the Prime Minister primarily announced an ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees from PMNRF fund to the next of kin who of the deceased due to the impact of the cyclone Remal. Now, importantly, we know this fact that the focus of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also on the fact that how can the physical connectivity can be ensured, because often we have seen that post the cyclonic impact, the physical connectivity, the connectivity primarily gets distorted, and the prime focus is that, and even the local administration is ensuring that how can the restoration of the connectivity, the physical connectivity specifically can be restored as soon as possible, and of course, how can the essentials and necessary items can be provided to the people who are living in shelter. There are various people who have moved to the higher parts in the altitude to safeguard themselves. And of course, people who are living in these areas, the tough terrains of northeastern part of the country, how can the necessary and essential items can be provided to them? That's the clear focus. Of course, the idea of the meeting is that a comprehensive review was given to the Prime Minister Modi. And of course, how can the center and state work together in coordination to provide, immediate and relief operations can be conducted. How can essentials and necessary items can be provided to the people there was top on the agenda.
Also, Arun, apart from Cyclone Remal and the floods in Assam, there's also the concern of heat waves in the northern part of the country, which we've all felt. And the Prime Minister is also putting into context, the messages for World Environment Day.
So, Mark, absolutely. In a series of meetings today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's focus is on 2 important aspects. Number 1 is on the environmental aspect. That includes how to celebrate World Environment Day, and of course, how can the impact of heat wave, can be minimized, how prepared we are, and of course, he'll be reviewing all this aspect. That's an environmental category. And second, of course, is economic angle. That means what will be the agenda for 100 days once he forms the government. So on that aspect also, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will chair an important meeting. But as far as the question is concerned related to environment, yes, of course, heat wave, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also be chairing an important meeting related to heat wave, because we know this fact that the temperatures are soaring high, and we have witnessed a lot of cases related to heat strokes. Several deaths have been seen in various parts of our country because of the high and soaring temperature. So yes, of course, how geared up the hospital infrastructure is, how can immediate health can be or aid can be provided to the people who are suffering from heat stroke. And of course, awareness programs are being also conducted by the medical fraternity as well, and of course the government of India as well, and various departments of government of India as to what precautions should one take as far as
Yes.
the heat is concerned. So in that context, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also be reviewing or chairing the meeting, an important meeting which is related to heat wave in the country.
We'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Arun Sharma, for joining us. Arun covers the Prime Minister's office for DD India and